Good afternoon, people. Welcome to Zed's Place. Yeah, this is going to be an interesting live stream. There's a guy that's live right now that just had a falling out with for no reason at all. I don't know what happened or who was getting in his head. Obviously, he's got a new co-host, and we'll talk about her too. Because he didn't mention my name on his broadcast just now. He's still alive. His name is Buddy Biggs. But I guess he's calling the cops because gonna slander him. Freaking stupid, man. Because I gonna slander him. Oh, this is gonna be a long one. Let me turn this. Hey, Joe. Oh, we're going to spin some art. We're going to talk about Buddy Biggs. We're going to probably talk about Miss Charlie a little bit, and pretty much just YouTube in general. We'll wait for a couple people to get in here. I'm going to get some more coffee, and you guys are going to love this shit, man. You're just going to love it. I can't believe this. Hi, Angel. Hi, Chew. Charlie, I don't know if you were in there, but I mean, I know you were in Buddy Biggs. I'm glad you got 52. I'm glad I was, wanting to help you and all that too. Everybody helps everyone in YouTube until shit like this happens on YouTube, which just happened with Buddy Biggs. You don't know who your friends are on YouTube. I mean, technically, you shouldn't even have friends on YouTube. I've been on YouTube for over 2 years. I've dealt with trolls and assholes and so-called friends that I thought were actual friends, like Buddy Biggs. So I'll give you all the rundown of what's going on. Hi, Cassie. Good to see you. I am going to heat up my coffee because I just woke up to a shitstorm. And I mean, yeah, it kind of hurts. It kind of hurts to the fact that I considered Buddy Biggs a good friend of mine in real life because we talk on the phone, we text. Well, we don't talk, we've actually have talked on the phone. And I don't know if it's because of his new girlfriend, Miss Charlie, or what. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. We'll talk about her later. I'm trying to find my coffee cup. I can't. Ouch. So bear with me for a minute here. I'm kind of rattled right now. Check this out, people. Here, I thought Buddy Biggs was a true friend and a good friend of mine, talked and everything, and I've been working on this sculpture for him for the past 4 days straight. I stayed up all last night working on it. This sculpture for Buddy Biggs. And I finally went to bed about 9 o'clock this morning, and I just got up about 3 o'clock, just less than 2 hours ago I got up. And I get up and I turn on my YouTube, and I'm just relaxing and just waking up, smoking my cigarette, and here, wow, Buddy Biggs is on. I'm going to go say hi to my buddy, my good friend. Yeah, I know, Bob. So I go in there, and first thing I was like, "Hey, buddy, how you doing today?" Click. Well, shit, I ain't blue anymore. What the hell's going on? So I'm sitting there typing, "Hey, what's going on?" Nothing. Hello? Nothing. So I just started rambling, nothing in his channel. So I texted him. I'm like, dude, what the hell's going on? You got both my accounts blocked. So he texts me back and he's like, I was like, this is bullshit. I'm kind of pissed because here I am working on this sculpture for 4 days for this guy because I thought he was a friend. And staying up all night working on it and for my friend. So he sends me a text back, after I said a couple things, but I mean I wasn't like totally extreme or anything, but says that I created a fake account, which I had Camel Toe for years and years and years. For over the past year, my main account was named Camel Toe. Never used it. I'd go in and have fun in a couple channels. I never once said anything bad about Buddy Biggs. Nothing. And I'm not going to say anything bad about him today, except for the guy's messed up, man. I don't know what's going on in his head. I don't know who's gotten into this guy's head. I don't know if it's Miss Charlie, his newfound buddy, which we'll get to her later, or if it's, I've got enemies on YouTube. I think each and every one of you has got at least one enemy on YouTube. I've got several, especially last year when I was a total drunk and hung out with the wrong people and found out who they really were and accused me of other crap. I'm going to tell you a story of what happened to me when I first started YouTube about another guy and what he did. So you guys better watch your back on YouTube. Hi, Starika. Vahala, Cassie, Angel, Gertrude Springwater. Ah, thank you, Gertrude. Hope you're having a good day. I know, Cassie. Hey, bud. Well, Camel Toe is no longer. With this mushroom debacle, I took my main account and it's my secondary Zed's Place, which I'm going to be showing all my new sculptures. But getting back to Camel Toe, I did go in there and I joked around with Buddy and Charlie once in Buddy's channel and stuff like that. And I didn't say anything harsh. I just, people joke around on YouTube. And one thing about YouTube, and this is what gets me, is because we're getting to the point where Buddy Big says he's going to call the cops on me for slander. Dude, it's freedom of speech and it's YouTube. The cops aren't going to do anything. You're wasting their time for one thing. I don't know what you're thinking. And, I can say a bunch of stuff that Buddy has actually told me about other people on YouTube. So I'm not going to go there and name people that he's talked about. I don't care. And, honestly, I really don't care about YouTube in general in that way. I get on YouTube to have a good time, show my life experience, what I do, what I make, my artwork, and everything else. I was going to put this one up because this one kind of, this one actually I put up because of what he's done. And here's my new one that I posted this morning. Ain't got a name for it. I mean, it was Easter Island Dude, but since I did all that. So anyways, I got out of bed. I go into Buddy's channel and I am blocked off his channel. Here, I thought a true friend. Anyways, I'm still kind of riled up about this. This is just ridiculous. And again, I don't know why. What he says, I know you ain't got any proof of me saying anything bad about him because I never said anything bad about the guy. I supported the guy. A lot more than that guy supported me. You know, honestly, Buddy Biggs would pop in here, he'd say hi, bye. So, go for it, buddy. Go call the cops on me for absolutely nothing. It's not going to do you any good. You know, and of course, now hey, how you doing, Scotland? Good to see you. I'm not trying to make this in the drama. I'm trying to explain because, you know, he ain't got the balls to say my name on his channel when he does something. He didn't have the balls to email me or text me and say, hey, what's going on? You know, people are whispering in my ear that you're saying shit about me. He never did that. You know, he goes in there and he blocks me after spending 4 days building a sculpture for him, which he's not going to get. Hey, Mudlarks. Buddy Biggs. Buddy Biggs blocked me from his channel. Said because I created a fake account and was going into people's channels and saying shit about them, which is false. I never said a bad word about the guy, ever. So there you go, buddy. Never once have I said a bad word about you. Dumbass. Oh, there's one bad word about Buddy Biggs, even though that I said it jokingly. Yeah. People, again, I've been on YouTube for a couple of years now on YouTube. My Camel Toe account was created in 2008, and it was my main account that I never really used. You know, it was funny. I actually invented that over a year ago, the Camel Toe name, and people got a laugh out of it, and so I kept it. And that's all it was. It was a joke. It was having fun. It was going, you know, kind of being a little incognito, even though everybody knew who Camel Toe was. Everybody knew who Camel Toe was. So go figure. By the way, this sculpture is for sale for 150 bucks. So I get up, I stay up all night working on his sculpture. It's actually in pieces right now because it's a brand new epoxy sculpture that it's the first time I ever did epoxy. But I know Buddy loves pool, and we were going to give him a nice. See, I did the bottom, shined it up really nice. I was getting ready to do the sides today. This thing is going to be way bitching. So, anyways, it doesn't look bitching right now because I got it all pulled apart. It's going to be way freaking cool. And that was going to be Buddy's. Nah, not anymore. Hi, tomorrow. Fruit from afar, Doug Harding. Good to see you, people. And, you know, this is kind of cool because I'm sober. I'm not drunk. You know, the last time I had an argument with somebody on YouTube is when I was drunk off my ass, and his name was D-Man. And I haven't brought him up. I don't talk to the guy. I don't deal with him. He doesn't deal with me. We leave each other alone. Problem solved. So, hey, Kenneth. You know, just getting up after all this hard work I poured into this guy's sculpture as a friend, thinking he's a great guy, and he does this to me. And then the first thing, you know, I text him, I'm like, dude, this is bullshit. I'm pretty pissed. You know, what's going on? He messages me. He's like, you made a fake account. You've been saying bad shit about me. Don't ever talk to me again, or I'll call the cops for harassment. Here you go, buddy. You want to come up on my live stream? I mean, you can come up and defend yourself, and I'm not gonna, you're more than welcome. I'll send you the link, bud. You're not blocked on my channel, and I just, I'm just dumbfounded that you actually went this way and did this. I'm just dumbfounded. I am a big part of the YouTube community. I love everybody. I get along with everybody. I don't say bad shit about one person, honestly. Well, maybe one now, but and it's not you, buddy. Uh, so have at it. Call the cops, buddy. They're not going to do shit. I'm not slandering you. I'm not doing anything. um, Hi, Renee. Good to see you, girl. Hope you're doing good. Hope you're doing good. So I don't know what else to say about Buddy Biggs. I mean, I thought he was a great guy, but I mean, I guess one thing is watch who your friends are on YouTube because there's a lot of haters, there's a lot of trolls, obviously, but there's people out there that will really ruin your personal life. Me, I don't have anything to hide. Everybody knows where I live, pretty much. I mail shit out. I've mailed over 50 sculptures out to people on YouTube. So um, I'm going to tell you a story right now of what happened to me over a year ago when I first started YouTube. When I was down and out. I wrecked my truck. My dog died. I got sick for a month and I had to work. The client got me sick, and after I wrecked my truck, it was like the first day on the job or second day on the job, and so I had to ride with him, and he got me sick for a month, and it was bad. It was like really bad bronchitis. Yeah, I know, Cassie. Yeah, the doxing and stuff. So, anyways, um, I thought I had a friend on YouTube, and I was on YouTube. I don't think I was live or anything, or maybe I was talking to him and through text or something. And I'm not going to bring up his name, but here I'm at work, and I'm kind of sad. I'm down and out. I'm just bummed out to all hell, and I don't know if I said anything, but he took it the wrong way or something. The next thing I know, my Ring doorbell camera is going off at my house, and it's the cops. And I'm like, what are you doing at my house? This guy on YouTube that I barely even knew called the cops on me for a welfare check. This is over a year ago. When I first started YouTube, almost 2 years ago. Called the cops. He lives in like Oregon or somewhere way the fuck out there on the West Coast. Calls the cops from there, and the cop shows up at my house in Tennessee for a wellness check. So my advice to you people is maybe not talk and get friends with anybody on YouTube, even though I've got some wonderful, great friends on YouTube. One of them is probably still in his channel, and I don't know what's going to happen with her because I mean, I love her to death, but after what's happened, I don't know. I have no. Hey, Weldon Carey, how you doing? Yeah, I live in between Chattanooga and Nashville. I mean, I don't. It's not a secret. I tell everybody where. I don't give them my address on YouTube. If you email me and I send you some, then yeah, you got my address. So I mean, I'm not gonna post my address and on YouTube. I mean, that's kind of stupid. I mean, you really shouldn't do that. I should have gotten a PO box, but hey, you know, you got to do what you got to do. So this is one of my $150 lineups. Uh, I'm going to throw up my banner right now for my PayPal, my Cash App. Donations are appreciated. It will get you a sculpture one way or another. I can use all the help I could right now. But there's my banner running at the top. There's my email. If you want to email me. Somebody just emailed me. I actually hooked up with a guy, and we're going to be putting my artwork in a gallery. These are my pieces. This was Buddy Biggs' brand new sculpture that was going to be, but now it's going to be up for sale. Neener, neener, neener. You don't get it. God, ridiculous. Um, you know, I don't know what's going on. Somebody got in his ear. He does have the new girl, Charlie, which, I teased, I liked, and, the more I listen to her, the more I dislike her. So I'm going to put that out there. Yes, I'm the first one to say that live on YouTube. I think Miss Charlie is new. She has gone into several people's channels, wanting to go up on panel, and it's all about her and not the people's channels. I've seen her take over other people's channels, and it's not that I don't like her. It's just what she's done and how she presents herself on YouTube. Disrespecting other people's channels, I don't deal with. This is my channel. I can say whatever the fuck I want to say on my channel. I can do whatever I want to do on my channel to a point, obviously. Don't post mushrooms. So, anyways, I mean, I don't know Charlie as a person. I've seen her on YouTube. She's relatively new. I'm actually giving her a plug right now because people are going to go, okay, Miss Charlie. She's, out there, but she needs to settle down. She really needs to concentrate on, you know, not rubbing people the wrong way. That's all I got to say about her. I'm sure she's a great woman, a great person. But in the YouTube world that I've experienced, I don't care for it. If I'm in somebody else's channel, I respect their channel. When I go up on panel, I respect them. I don't I don't, if they're talking, I don't interrupt them. If they're, you know, I don't make it about me. I ask about other people, like Weldon Carey, who I'm, relatively new, I think is an awesome person. And I go out and I'm subscribed to thousands of channels, and I've said this over and over. I don't know what's going to happen now because I know Buddy Biggs has got, Brockton Magnet, which I'm friends with. I mean, I'm friends with everybody in his damn channel. And now that this happened, I don't know what the fallout's going to be. And, honestly, again, thanks, Wells and Carey. Yeah, everybody, I mean, Will and Carey's been a pretty cool guy. Just recently met him, and no, I'm not going to be texting you. I don't want another Buddy Biggs incident. So, oh, I hear that, Scotland. Nah, Cassie, you're cool. Uh, yeah, I mean, and I don't mind. I mean, I was texting Buddy Biggs when he was up in Maine. He texted me when he was in Maine and got bit by a wild leech and was in the hospital and sent me pictures of his foot. Here's my friend Buddy Biggs up in Maine talking to me, let me know what's going on. And then today, Buddy Biggs is, calling the cops on me for slander. Go for it, buddy. It's just, I find it hilarious that people actually think YouTube is their real life. It's kind of my life because this is what I do for a living is I create my art. I sell it. So, oh, Tamara, Tamara, you you and Cassie both. I'll sub to whoever the hell I want to sell. So I mean, that's pretty much all I got to say about Buddy Biggs. I don't know if I can take that thumbnail down. I'm gonna try to, but I want him to say, you know, that I've never said a bad word about the guy. He I don't know if it's him thinking differently. I know, I mean, I don't know. I think he needs to probably take a break from YouTube, go spend time with his family. If I had a family, I sure the hell wouldn't be on YouTube all the time, um, as much as I am. I mean, I'm on it 24/7. I live alone. I get two cats, and I make, this artwork. So uh, here's the other die. Throw it up. These are one of them's already given, being sent out to somebody, and the other one is for sale for 150 bucks. If somebody wants a piece of my art. Hey, Zaxxon, thanks for coming in. I don't know if you heard it. I really don't want to sit here and make the whole channel about Buddy Biggs. Again, I never said one bad thing about the guy, so I don't know what his deal is. But you know what? I don't really care now. My motto has always been, if you want to watch me, great. If you don't want to watch me, great. It doesn't matter. There's so much out there on YouTube. There's so many good people out there on YouTube. And hi, Shift. Hugs. I hope you're feeling better. Shift, everybody, give Shift some prayers. She's been in the hospital with pneumonia, fighting pneumonia. Exactly, Zaxxon. Zaxxon, everybody, sub to Zaxxon. He's actually a main moderator in here and a true friend of a lot of people. Really down to earth and really smart. The guy, he's he's actually one of my favorite people on YouTube. He doesn't know it, but he is. Oh, good. Thanks, Chef. Um, yeah, so and I try not to put anybody down on YouTube. And I'm not trying to really put Miss Charlie down either. I just don't, you don't have to like everybody on YouTube. Uh I in the beginning it was a big joke about, me and her and this and that, and I didn't care for it. So I kind of did distance myself. But then I started watching her and seeing what she was doing, and I just you know, I you know, she makes it all about her. It's all about her, and I'm just not gonna deal with people like that. I just good luck, Miss Charlie. You know, I wish you the best. Do I have to, you know, that's just it. You can turn the channel on YouTube. You can watch something else. So, anyways, oh well, we got these two dice going. This is my 150 lot. I'm gonna, you know, this one. Wait till I get done with this sculpture. It will be up for sale now. Since Buddy Biggs lost out, he's not gonna be getting anything from me. It's over from what he texted me and the way he handled things. He could have handled everything a lot differently. He could have texted me as a friend. He could have emailed me as a friend instead of pulling his bullshit on YouTube. He didn't have the balls to say my name when I texted him in his live stream that he just had. I don't even know if he's still alive. But yeah, you don't do friends like that, buddy. You don't. So you're at 50 now. What happened to the other two? I mean, it's kind of like what Buddy said, because I was watching Buddy. Western Mojave out in California. So uh yeah, don't sweat it, Angel. Just keep doing what you're doing, and it's. I mean, they'll come. I mean, they can't. If you go under 50, it's not like you can't go live. It can't. Just keep on plugging along, and you'll get there. And I like helping out new channels like Angel. She, started out and we finally got her to 50. So she can start going live. I given her some pointers. Zaxxon, that's what I was talking about. Zaxxon gives some really good advice, and Zaxxon, he's pretty funny too. He comes up with some really good jokes. So, uh, but I'm all about helping small channels because that's where I was. Um, I never really cared about subs. Yeah, I watched my sub count, but did I care about getting 1,000 subs? No. Do I care about getting monetization? No, I don't care. I'm never going to get the watch hours. I mean, I could sit there every single day and go live all day long. So no, me, no. My wife is a Scouser Liverpool and can melt a phone on one conversation. Mm, yeah, Angel. Until you get up there, it's gonna be like a yo-yo. It's just gonna go up and down. Your subs account are always just gonna go up and down, up and down, up and down, no matter what. I mean, I was stuck at like 600 and something for the longest time, and it really didn't bother me one bit. Yes, yes. Shift. I was about in tears. She's just like, well, you need to be in Tins tonight. And then at the end there, she gave me a big shout out on Tins TV. And uh, yeah, Will and Carrie. Yeah, it's it is what it is. I mean, you know, just be yourself on YouTube, and people will love you for it, and they'll watch. All I do is I post shorts and I go live and show my artwork. I will shift. Or anybody, I guess you can email Shift. Shift is like one of the best moderators on YouTube, especially for the coin community. Yeah, Zaxxon. Exactly. I mean, I don't, you know, I'd rather somebody, instead of sending me a super chat or a membership or whatever, I'd rather them send me Cash App because you, if somebody super chats you, YouTube takes 30%. If somebody memberships you, they take 30%. I mean, I'd rather send somebody Cash App and they got all of it versus, 70% of it. So, I mean, and that's my theory. Um, I go out to make great videos. By the time I get to the water, the whole video turns to shit. Oh yeah, that's another thing I'm getting tired of. I mean, if you like me, great. If you don't, great. The likes, I go in there, and that's one thing Miss Charlie's bad about. She'll go into everybody's channel and hit that like button, and it's just like, oh my gosh, I've been dealing with this for 2 years, and yeah, I don't know if it's a newbie thing or what is, um, and I don't mind people saying it, but 20 times in an hour kind of gets to me. You go into somebody's channel and keep just hitting, telling people to hit the like. It just, hey, I guess it's your thing. I don't know. It kind of bugs me, but I mean, it's, I guess it helps the algorithms. The more you chat in a live stream, it helps the algorithm. I mean, there's so much to it that I'm never going to do it. So, yeah, I got to get drinking my coffee. So, so that being said, I'm just going to end it on this note. I'll never once say anything bad about Buddy Biggs on YouTube. Nothing. Again, I don't know if he, was listening to a little bird in his ear or whoever. But I've never said anything bad about Buddy Biggs. I really don't say anything bad about a lot of people. Even the people that I should say bad shit about, I don't say bad shit about anymore. Again, he was gonna at first, he was gonna get this 8-ball. This is the one Buddy was gonna get. I almost sent it off to him. And I was like, you know what? I want to make him something better. And I started making him a different one. So hi Dragonflies. Hope you're doing good. Hope the car's running good. I don't know what to tell you, Scotland. I don't know where to tell you to go. Go to Buddy Biggs. I mean, he is a good guy. I mean, I still think he's a good guy. He pissed me off pretty bad today, but I think he's a good guy. I don't care about his co-host, his new co-host, but hey, you can always change that channel. Carry all things. Shadow Bailey and Foxy want me to make content when I hit 50. Shadow Bailey's awesome. She's awesome. Again, I mean, I know so many awesome people. Mudlarks. Yes, Cara's great. Tamara's great. I don't know if Tamara's still here. She said she'd be right back. Exactly. Well, everybody's got different interests. Going back to Buddy Biggs, I enjoyed just when he was hiking and him showing me the lake, the last live that I was on. And, that's what was so devastating today is when I go on his live and then he's sitting there telling me that I'm an asshole for something that I didn't even fucking do. I'm an asshole for something I didn't even do. I made a fake account. No, I didn't make a fake account. That was my original account. That is my main account from 2008. Yes, I had fun with Camel Toe. Yes, I texted you and I told you Camel Toe is dead because I made him into another Zed's place, which I'm going to be posting all my sculptures again on from, when I started building them last year. I never went into somebody's channel and say anything bad about you. Are you? Duh. Yeah, it's the YouTube drama bullshit, and that's something I will not deal with. So, you can talk, and people will go behind your back and say shit about you that probably isn't even true in the first place on YouTube and start shit on YouTube. It's never ending. It'll never end. It's always going to happen. And I don't care. I've got other shit to worry about than YouTube and some of the YouTube people. Do I care about you? Yes. Do I want every one of you to own one of my sculptures? Yes. That's why I sell them so cheap right now. We're gonna go throw up. We'll throw up the alien for now. And again, this is how I make my living. So why would I go and say anything bad about anyone? Because you're all my customers. Because this is how I make my living. I sell my art sculptures to pay bills. To afford shipping, to buy cat food, buy cat litter. So why would I say bad about anybody, anything? Now you know how he treats people. You're better off without him, bro. Scotland. Yeah. I mean, I don't know what is going in his head. He, again, I've heard him talk about some other people, and I actually stood behind him on that. and that's how we kind of first became friends. And we talked over the phone about it. We didn't do it on YouTube or air any dirty laundry out. But yeah, Gertrude, they do. Yes, Zed, it seems the dishonest people yell first and yell the loudest on YouTube. I'm more than a customer. Yes, you are. Dragonflies is a friend. Just, don't slander me. I'll call the cops. All right, well, then, Carrie, I'll come and check you out. Yeah, I'm gonna probably run this for another hour and 20 minutes. I don't know what else to say. I'm not putting Buddy Biggs down. I'm just not going to deal with them anymore. The problem with that in YouTube is when one person says something, then it's like a tidal wave. It just keeps rolling, and they just keep coming in and coming in and coming in. A lot of the people on Buddy Biggs's channel I'm friends with. They might be better friends with him, and they probably love Miss Charlie, and I don't know. I just, I'm stating my own what I've seen. This is what I've seen. You guys might see something else. Well, thank you, Angel. I'm not an amazing person. My artwork I love. Uh, I love building these. It takes away, it gets me out of my own head. My own head is my biggest demon. When I sit there and I start thinking and don't have anybody to talk to, that's where my demons are. And um, I just, you know, my friends are all of you on YouTube. Though dragonflies. I know all about dragonflies. We talk. Cassie, great person out there. We talk. Um, I got somebody listening right now. She's not saying anything. She's, I consider her my best friend in the world. She gives me great advice. She's helped me through some hard times. And I met her on YouTube. And, we've never met in real life. We've never talked on the phone, but we talk every single day. We talk every single day. So, um, again, I told you what happened. Just watch out. Watch your back on YouTube. You never know what's going to happen. You know, you don't know what the truth is, and this is the truth, Buddy Biggs. If you are listening, go to the cops. They're not going to do crap. It's a free world. There's this constitutional right of freedom of speech, so you can pretty much say whatever the hell you want. Um, I never say anything bad about you, so go for it. And on top of it, where is your proof? Tell me, buddy, where is your proof that I said anything bad about you? Where's, they call them receipts, I guess, on YouTube. Where's your receipts? Who told you this, Buddy Biggs? Who actually whispered in your ear and told you this shit? I would like to know. Stacking with Kraken. How are you doing, my friend? Thanks for coming in, Kraken. I've been watching you. I haven't been saying a lot. I did watch you sing Happy Birthday the last couple times. That was pretty funny. Good to see you. Um, excuse me. I met Kraken a couple of years back, long time ago. We've never really hung out and talked or chatted and as buddies, but you know, we've always respected each other. I don't have any receipts, but I have a few IOUs. Ah, Gertrude. Yes, I'm a true fan of Zed's, and we talk. The ants are flipping me off in the statues. I just never erase shit out of my phone. And I mean, you know, actually I have been because my phone got so filled up. Here's another one called King of the Mountain. That's what we renamed this one. Again, I kind of went back to my older ones and we kind of remastered them a little bit. Again, these are my $150 collection right now. Technically, they're, you know, $300 sculptures, but I've got to email some certain people. They've been on hold right now. My AC went out and all my money kind of went to getting my AC fixed in my house because it was like in the 100 degrees, and paid a couple bills and the money was gone. The last ones I sold, I was saving them also because I was going to have a 1K party, not a GAW, but a 1K party. There will be some special giveaways coming up. There will be giveaways. I always give shit away. I've given so much away, and I'm going to do I am going to donate one of my sculptures to a benefit that's coming up in November. I did it this past year and I'm going to do it again. So I will be donating some of my sculptures to a couple of communities. So yeah. Yeah, my AC went out and Snoopy really helped me out and the coin community helped me out big time. She let me go up on her channel and, you know, and I told them, you know, my AC went out and I need to get it fixed. And so I sold a bunch of sculptures, and a lot of people, there's a couple channels that want a $30 sculpture, and they actually do have channels. They do go live. I'm not going to send them one of my mini sculptures, which if somebody wanted a mini sculpture, we'll put up some minis. These are $30 donation. Helps me with shipping. But you know, they're all different. You can either get them on a cookie, a wood cookie. You can get them signed, and you know, they're all signed too. All my sculptures are signed. You can get them on a pool ball. You can get them on a really pretty rock. You can get them on a pretty little shell. This one here, I mean, I go ahead and I'll donate this one for $30 too. Or you can get them on like a little tiny dice or bigger dice. I've got some, but these are my minis. They're a donation for a $30 Cash App, PayPal. But these ones, I get them shipped out, and they do come with my channel sticker and channel magnet. So if you wanted a Zed's Plays channel magnet, which will be signed and numbered. And we also got the channel stickers that will be signed. So that's yeah, that kind of has got a bad reflection on it, doesn't it? Anyways, so these are mini sculptures. If you got a special number pool ball that you want, I've got a whole set of brand new pool balls. I know a lot of people like shooting pool. Buddy Biggs likes to shoot pool. He snickered me. Kraken. Kraken's an awesome guy. Everybody go check him out. He's got a really good channel too. I don't know how much longer I'm going to stay on, actually. I mean, I was going to stay on for another hour, spin some sculptures and stuff. But again, my minis are $30 donation, and they're just pretty much, to say thank you. I've given so many minis out just on other people's channels. You have a new video up, Dragonflies? I'll have to check it out. I don't know. I don't know what to say right now. I'm just dumbfounded. I'm dumbfounded that this crap went down today. It just blows my mind that this stupidity and went down. Good, Angel. Um, yeah, I'm saying again because I just don't know what to say right now. So if you guys want a mini, just hit me up. You can send something through PayPal, Cash App, and then email me. Tanya said, "Oh, yeah, never mind. I almost said her name." Specs is live. I love Specs. Zaxxon bought her sculpture. Well, Zaxxon helped buy Specs' sculpture. I'm gonna have to go look at him. I got this guy that's I met on YouTube, and he wants to put all my art in a gallery. So right here in this little section right here, these are my 150 sculptures that I'm selling today. That's Stairway, beautiful sculpture. I had it up. We got the dice. One of the dice is for sale. The other is going to somebody special on the YouTube community. And we got King of the Hill. We've got Psycho. That's what I'm going to call that. That's Psycho. It just kind of it was Easter Island, dude. But then you got Stairway. You got Die. Die. I got corrected last live. Yeah, I love Specs. I go watch her all the time. She's a sweetheart. We've got the 8-ball collection coming out, and then we got the Alien, and then we've got this other die. If somebody would like to buy a $150 sculpture today, so if not, we'll probably have some duck races here tomorrow. I don't know. I'm trying to get a hold of somebody, but I need to get some of these sold so I can pay some bills. And I'm not gonna, lose pride over it. This is how I make my living. I sell my sculptures to, pay my bills. Everybody knows that. A lot of other people do it on YouTube and auctions and everything. So, yeah, the minis. I mean, that's kind of was my channel coin sticker majigger before. A special shout out to Ghost Nancy, Ghost Nancy actually got me my stickers. She did them up on her computer. She made all these magnets herself. But she did all the graphics. I just sent her the picture, and she really did it. Ghost Nancy is awesome. I love her. I know she hasn't really felt good for several weeks now, and she is just an awesome person. We'll throw up Waterfall just because Dragonflies is in here and she loves it so much. This one here is 350. If somebody wanted to buy it today, I'd sell it for 250. Dragonflies really would like to have this sculpture. I would love to send it to her, but we've already talked about it. All right, West Country, Mudlarks. Thank you. Angel, I love the guy Valhalla. I helped him get to 50 so I can go live. I'm not going to be in every single one of his lives. A lot of people, and if you buy a sculpture from me, don't buy it because you want me to go and hang out in your channel every day. Buy it because you like it. Buy it because, it's coming from me. But buy it because you like it, because they're freaking gorgeous. Nobody has these. Well, a lot of people have them from me, but nobody has my sculptures, and you just can't go to Walmart and buy them. Hey, Glacier. Oh, you missed out on the rant. It really wasn't a rant. It was, it wasn't an apology either. It was kind of stupidity is what it is. It's just stupid. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I know Dragonflies. And we'll see what happens if you get settled in, if I still have it. Yeah, Glacier. I woke up. I woke up into a shitstorm that I didn't even start. I never said one bad thing about Buddy Biggs. Not one time. And so I woke up to a shitstorm. All right, Angel. Yeah, I see that Dragonflies. I'm not gonna check it right now. Long glass display, color changing even. I thought about putting like little tiny LEDs. Actually, when I very first started making them, a guy told me to stick like LEDs on them and, all that. And then I'd have to worry about hiding the wire. And, I've been watching a lot of epoxy videos because I was making Buddy Biggs a sculpture. And it was my first ever epoxy pour. And I'll tell you what, this thing is a pain in the ass. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. It actually is not going to look like this when I'm done, but this is the one I was making for Buddy Biggs, and I poured the epoxy, and the epoxy came out just beautiful. But then I went to cut off the edges and everything, and I got one little cut in there, and now I sanded on this thing all night last night. I pulled it out of the epoxy yesterday morning, and I was working on it all day yesterday, all last night, because I wanted to really get it done and show it off for Buddy Biggs. And guess what? You ain't getting it. Oh, looking stupid. But I've never done epoxy. So I sanded and sanded and sanded and sanded. And I don't have 1200 sandpaper. I've got 500 wet grit sandpaper. But I finally figured out how to get the polish back on it. Is it going to be perfect? No. But yeah, it's a poly. I went and I tried to put the holes. You can't really see it because I haven't really finished polishing it yet. I'm going to try to do this tonight and get it done for tomorrow. But you can see that I drilled and put pockets in there. This one's going to be really wicked when I'm done. I've got some really cool ideas for it. This is not the only piece. This one actually goes on right here. So it's like a three-piece set. So if you can imagine it, this thing is going to be really wicked when I'm done with it. So I can show it off now. It was going to be a surprise. Ah, dumbass. I think this one is going to be Hattie Jacks. I've got to get a hold of him. I sent him pictures, and he's like, "Yeah, send me the one that's brass and copper." Well, I've got a couple that are brass and copper, but this is one of my new brass pours. Could you put some ants in the epoxy? Yeah, actually, I can. You can actually. I've been watching so much epoxy pours that it's ridiculous. The stuff they can do with it is just incredible. Yeah, Gertrude, I was going to take a hammer to it. Gertrude, I was going to literally smash the shit out of it, but I want people to see the finished product of it. I really want them to see what he could have had if he didn't pull his stupidity. He could have had a really, really. Yeah, you know, I mean, I've done polyurethane furniture throughout my life. Being a carpenter, I've done lacquer. I'm mainly a wood person. Um, Cricut sent me the 8 balls and the epoxy, and so I was going to do something different, but I wanted to try it out before I really screwed up a really big piece. And so I'll pull that back down. So, I mean, when I pulled it out, man, the thing was shiny as hell. But it has, when you pour epoxy, it gets these big old ridges once it cures and settles because it settles down. And so I was cutting these ridges off these sides, and it got all screwed up. So I had to sand the whole thing. I sanded on that thing for over 24 hours yesterday. Over 24 hours of sanding, and it's still not polished up. But we'll get it there tonight. Um, Gives me something to do and think about. Uh, so Scotland, Zed, sell it and donate the money to Bipolar Society on behalf of that guy. I did not say that. I'm just reading what was in chat. uh, Thanks, Tamara. And Tamara's been, gosh, she's the one that's been waiting the longest. Lucky Duck, hi. Uh, Thank you. Again, and I'm not gonna put Buddy Biggs down. I just won't talk to him anymore. But I won't. You guys are free to do whatever you want on YouTube. You can watch whoever you want. You can put down whoever you want. I'm not gonna do that. I said my piece on him and Miss Charlie. So good luck. Have at it. If a cop shows up at my door, I'm just gonna fucking laugh because the cops aren't gonna come to my door for stupidity, slander, slander on YouTube or text messages. Yeah. Now if I just kept on and on and on and on and on, yeah, but that's not what happened. Ugh. Yeah, when I pulled this thing out, I was excited. This thing's, it's a $500 sculpture. I could mount it on a piece of wood, but I mean, there's no real reason to mount it on a piece of wood. But Hattie Jack is the one that sent me all this brass, and I was excited to pour it. So we went ahead and poured it. This one here is just bitching. This one came out really, really nice. I may mount this one on a piece of wood. So yeah, Kraken, that's what it is, 1-to-1. It's I wish I had some quartz outcroppings and all that, Scotland. That would look really bitching. And then I actually did think about that. And rocks and different rocks. Check this out. This is going to be one of my new bases coming up. I found this last spring in my backyard, walking on my trails. I've actually sanded it for a little bit, but this is going to be one of my new bases. I can't believe I found this. And there's actually bugs still chewing on it. I'm going to pull it back a little bit, folks. This is going to be one of my new bases. I do not know where or what it came from, but this is going to be my new base, one of them. It's a big old, I want to say it might be like a hip bone from a cow. I was going to try possibly cracking that you say that. Yeah, it takes 24 hours, but technically you're supposed to let it set up for 3 days, cracking the epoxy. It's a cow shoulders blade. I was thinking about taking the epoxy and making this like into a wave and try to make like a cool like surfer effect with I don't know. Again, I'd let it sit on my coffee table for a month and then look at it, and then all of a sudden something's gonna scapula, something will hit me. But I found this on my walking path going up to my cabin. I live on 7 acres, and there's a cabin on my other lot that I go and check on. And actually, I was out there looking for burrow wood and came across this. So I figured I'd leave it out there for the summer and let the bugs clean it. And they did a pretty good job. I did sand on it. And this bone, check the shine that I'm going to get out of this bone. I don't know if you can actually see it. Look at this. Look how shiny that's going to be when I'm done. Just beautiful color too. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it yet. Kraken, don't tell. You still in here, Kraken? I'm going to show you something that I made for one of the coin community people. I know he doesn't come in here and watch it, but Kraken, you in here? I made this for a somebody on the coin community. Nobody's, there's only actually been two people that have seen it. This is one of my very first, I guess sculpture, but I made this. last year, and it sat. It actually fell down. The entire tail broke. This is actually part of the original tail. I think that is the whole original tail. But so I welded it all back together with the tail, and then the shell was on it, and I kind of burnt the shell, so I had to figure out something here. But this is actually the overflow from one of my big art pours, and I made this last year. Um, Mike's Fishing Home. I made another one called Wendy's Sperm, and it sold for $150. This one did not sell. I was going to ship it out to somebody, but it just sat there and sat there. And then this guy won a $30 mini sculpture in a duck race, but he's got a coin channel. Backbone connected to the neck bone connected to the pain in my ass. So I went ahead and I redid this. The sand that I had on it was no good, and I've got videos of me putting this back together. I haven't done it yet because it is a present for somebody. And the seashell up here, I actually made this special to hold the coin. So when it's on his channel, he's actually got a coin display. Unlike Kraken, I don't have a lot of coins, but it is a coin display. Here, look, even I got Poseidon from Chuck Stacks. But I'm just got to be careful when you put them up there and just be real ginger. It will stay. I know it will because I made it that way. So this is going to somebody that won a $30 sculpture, and I upgraded him. All right, Scotland, have a good night, man. So this is the first time I'm showing it. I was going to show it on my 1K party, but it's something that I made over a year ago. It's actually number 3. I made a really cool one. My very first one that I sold was to Mike's Fishing Home. Beautiful sculpture. And I was, again, I needed the money, and he bought it, and I sold to him really, really cheap. And this was one of them. I made that one, and then I made this other one called Wendy's Sperm. It actually auctioned off for $150 the same night. And then this one, it didn't do anything. So I went into great detail. I worked on this for almost 4 days straight. In between, I worked on a couple of other ones, but while stuff was drying, I was really worried about the sand. I tried to put the sand on one way, and it didn't work, so I found a different way. And but I thought this would be really cool for his channel versus a seashell. So yeah, that's going to a special person in the coin community. He doesn't know it yet, but once I get the money up, I will get it shipped out. I apologize on shipping right now. Again, my AC went down. We got the funds to fix that, and then I have to pay internet, got to pay the power, or I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be here slandering people. And we're still going to have a 1K party. I just don't know when. I'm not going to spin the spinner, but this is the back. It's actually mounted on a piece of cedar that I had. I did shine it up a little bit. I'm not going to go overly extreme, but I actually did go overly extreme on this piece. For a $30 gift, you see it's signed, said number 3. This is the third big sculpture that I ever made. The little minis I don't number, but the bigger ones I do sign. So this is another piece of my artwork that I think came out just absolutely beautiful. It's just one of a kind. Man, he's going to like it. Big fat Greek mermaid. I named it the Humpback Mermaid. Over a year and a half ago, when I made this, it was called the Humpback Mermaid. And it didn't have any of the coral. And that's what people keep telling me, is that my ant art looks like coral. So I implemented this to hold a coin. That was my biggest implement, was to make sure this held a coin. And then the sand, because you don't want sand grits getting on the coin or the plastic casing. So you don't want sand when you're slipping these in. So all this sand will not come off. I went through a really nasty process putting that sand on, and I'm actually going to start posting them. They're kind of short videos, but I'll probably post them, and you guys can watch me build this thing. Zaxxon's Greek. Oh, gyro. Oh, I haven't had a gyro in a long, long time. So, hi, Natalia. Natalia. Elephant Man Mermaid. It's a mermaid with tumors. It's a humpback mermaid. The Elephant Man. Anyway, so I thought that was really cool. I like to do different stuff instead of my ant pores. Again, they're this is my 150 lot. This one's going to get the hammer. Hammer time! Da-da-da-da. Yeah, I'll make it short. Me hammering that bitch. So if you're interested, send me an email. Make me a deal. You might be able to get one at a negotiated price. I got internet due. I got power due. So this one, I am going to take the base back off, and we're gonna polish the base back up. I mean, I want it to look rough. That's what this sculpture is supposed to be about, is your demons inside you. And that's the song I need to put on there. I don't know why I put the other song this morning. Actually, I put up Iron Maiden this morning. Somebody I haven't listened to in a long, long time. I'll post it on my new channel. My new fake name account. my new fake account from 2008. I'm gonna post it there. Wow. He said mean things. Hey, J. Paul. Good to see you. Hi, Natalia. There you go, girl. Zed, I saw a guy glue 40 and 60 grit sandpaper for sand of a big damn. That's actually a really good idea. Actually, what I used on this Kraken, this right here, I screwed up bad. I've got my spray lacquer. That's how I do all my wood shiny, is with my spray lacquer. And the sand here I was so stupid. I took the spray lacquer and I sprayed it and I drizzled the sand over it. And I let it dry for a little bit. And then I sprayed it again, drizzled more sand, sprayed it again. I sprayed this thing like 5 or 6 times. And each time I sprayed it, I just sprinkled the sand over it. And I waited and waited and waited. It all fell off. So what I did is that I got this Elmer's. It's kind of like the insulation foam glue, like Gorilla Glue, where it foams up, but it's like an Elmer's that I have. And I just put a little bit down on there, and I just sprinkled the sand on, and it actually came up through the sand, and I sprinkled a little more, and then I let it dry fully, and then I sprayed it with a couple coats of spray lacquer. So none of this would come out. And actually, this is a really good. I wish it was lighter, but hey, it worked. I gotta go get some ibuprofen. I've had gout in my left leg all week long. So, was loading dishwasher. Wow, you got your dishwasher loaded? Amy, I miss you. I need some more scrolling ideas. Here, hang on. I gotta use my underwear. I'll wipe off my camera. Oh, dragonflies, you popped up. Looking good, girl. Oh no, what happened? Did I lose you? No. There you are. There's like a little blur on my lens, and I figured I'd wipe that off. Making coffee and loading a dishwasher. That thing's gonna be mellow and strung out before a dishwasher. I broke the internet. Oh no, I broke the internet. I don't know what else to talk about. I mean, I actually wasn't even gonna go live until that bullshit happened, and I'm waiting for the cops. Knock, knock, knock. So stupid. Oh, feels like my foot's broke. I got gout in my left foot and my left knee. But it's been there all week. I haven't had it all summer long, and I don't know why. It just kind of flares up when it wants to. This is one that Buddy wanted. I'll throw this one up. This is the Blackened Heart. It really does. It really does fit the moment. He really liked this one too, but it's a rare. Yeah, this one's 450. Making coffee. Hell no, I broke the internet. No PO. No poo poo. What? No popo? Oh, popo. Never mind. Gotcha. I figured that one out. I love them all. This one is just, it is what it is, and of what has gone into it. Thanks, Lucky Duck. Good to see you. I'll probably be there this Sunday. I'll come watch you guys. I've been kind of just chilling from YouTube. I mean, I go watch people's channels and everything, um, but it just gets so overwhelming. You just got to take a break. I've been watching movies, but now there's just I can't find any really good movies. Even old movies, I just can't stand watching anymore. So, oh man, oh you guys want to see one that put you over here, and I'll move this one over. This is one. This is another one that I'm working on. Um, I stopped working on it because I was working on an 8 ball. This is another brass piece that's called the Puking Lizard. That's what I named it, anyways. It looks like a lizard that's puking. But this is a new one that I'm working on, and it'll make for a good ring holder. If the lady's got a bunch of gold rings and whatever, just beautiful ring holder here. This one is brass and copper, very strong. But if you look at it, it just kind of looks like a lizard puking. And then this here is the leftover. This is actually aluminum bronze. This isn't brass. Oh, and it just broke off. But I just got it sitting there. It's just a piece. I was thinking, lizard turd or something. So this one here is, I'll try to get it done before this weekend. I was going to do something different, and then I started, using the epoxy, which I used it for Buddy Biggs. Not anymore sculpture. And but the problem is that I got a big hole down in there, and I just don't have enough resin to pour it. I was going to make a river pour and kind of keep all that in there and just fill it with epoxy and see how it looked. But I don't know. I'm still kind of thinking of what I'm going to do with it. But for now, it's going to be. I mean, it kind of fits that really good with and this is all one ant hill. This is one ant tunnel, and then it got like two that branch off, or one that branches off. But this was the whole thing when I dug it up, and this was the top. So all ant hills don't come out the same. I mean, each one is just totally uniquely different. Chance to check this link out and maybe help you out with the sand issue. He mixes it with resin to add with his resin pours. All right, Kraken. Yeah, I've been watching shitload of resin pours on YouTube, and I feel like shit. Some of that stuff that those guys build, I think my artwork looks like crap compared to these guys making all that resin pours, and not so much the tabletops. Anybody can pour tabletop, but all the unique resin lamps and these guys. If you guys want to check something really cool out, just type in epoxy on YouTube and go watch one of the videos where they actually put things in the epoxy. I've seen scuba divers, little toy scuba divers. Somebody made a whale in a book, epoxy book. Just a bunch of different uses for epoxy. And a lot of them are just mind blowing, just gorgeous pieces that people have used for epoxy pours in, their artwork. Again, I probably wouldn't have ever gotten epoxy, but a good friend of mine, Cricket, she sent me that with the 8 balls. Star Wars. I will definitely go back and check that out. You know, that's one thing I like about StreamYard, because you can go back to your live chats and read everything. And so I'll go back and I'll rewatch this. $50,000 tables. Yeah. I watch one of those guys too. I can't think of his name right offhand, but I watch him too with his epoxy wooden tables. Now those big old, slabs, yeah, that's some really, really pretty wood, and that's what I'd like to do. But the equipment that you have to do that, I never had. I mean, I've had routers and table saws, and I've actually had all the equipment to do it, but something on that big of a scale where you're building an 8-foot table by a 4-foot wide table, I don't have the shop or the equipment to do that. Those are just really beautiful high-end tables. I've actually seen a lot of them. So, I got to figure out how to do that. Go get his. Hopefully, I can do that. I don't know if I can do that or not. I mean, I really don't care. I'm not going to say anything on there. What is the longevity of the resin in those large tables? Does it discolor, etc., over time? I'm Lucky Duck. I'm not an epoxy expert. Kraken actually probably knows more about it than I do, but me just watching them, it just depends on the type of epoxy. Some will yellow over time. I mean, it's just all it is just solid plastic is all epoxy is. It's just a solid liquid plastic, or it's a liquid plastic that just turns into a solid from a chemical reaction. Is it bulletproof? Well, I mean, if you pour it thick enough, it probably is, but it will scratch. It will scratch really, really easy. It doesn't matter what you put on it. If you touch the epoxy pretty much with almost anything, it will scratch. The epoxy is a lot easier to scratch than the wood, especially the wood they use. They use all hardwood like oak or walnut, or they don't use pine where it's like a really soft wood. Cherry, hickory, walnut, that are really hardwood is what those guys use. Hardwood. Anyways, beautiful. I mean, I love the wood, and that's where my sculptures just kind of started coming together, and people were just getting that wow factor. I've got several, and I mean, I'm gonna start posting on my new channel. That's all just going to be all my sculptures. My new channel is just going to be every sculpture that, if I still have it saved on my phone or in the Google Cloud, wherever that wants to charge me $1.99 a month, I'm going to start posting on my other channel, my fake name channel. And it's all just going to be all my sculptures. I'm trying to go back. I've actually got some new sculptures. I've got a live stream of me pouring the brass sculptures on it. That was because of the mushroom debacle, which I'm going to start posting those after my 1K party, and go from there. So, thanks, Lucky Duck. Lucky Duck, Claude's got one. Metal detecting, she's got one. Patty or Loretta. No, Loretta's Keep. I think Keep's got one too. I'm pretty sure Keep has got one of my mini sculptures from a long time ago. WK Prospecting's got one of mine. Ranch has got one. Outlaw has got one. He's got a really nice one. Rance's got my first apple seed. These are my apple seed line. I will be making another one of these. And this is the third one that I built on the apple seed line. Georgianne has got the really beautiful apple seed, my second one. Using the color of the woods and the sources and doesn't finish. I love that guy who builds the things using the color of the woods sources and doesn't finish. What do you mean? Who is that? I don't like to finish things either. I mean, a couple of these sculptures aren't even totally finished yet. Most of these, well, none of these sculptures are like totally finished, because if somebody buys one, I take a few days, I go over it, I make sure it's perfect, I make sure if it needs another coat of lacquer, I give it another sanding and another coat of lacquer. I repolish all the aluminum. I do not spray the aluminum, because over time they will fade. This will fade. And actually, I just repolished the dragon. This is the dragon. This is one of my older ones. This is like number 4. This is one of the first ones I built last year, and it's called the Dragon. And I mean, I was asking $250 for this piece, which, you know, that was over a year ago. It's mounted on a piece of burnt white oak. The Muffin Man, the Muffin Man. That guy, I know him. Oh, he doesn't use finish or paint. Art is never finished. Yeah, that's true. Even quilts. When I made them, you get to paint where you accept what you've made and how you finished it and moves on. Art is never finished, even quilts. When I make them, you get to a point where you expect what you made and how you finished. Well, exactly. This one's done. I'm not going to do another damn thing to this one. I can put a, I don't know where it is. I can put a green rock on it, but I think Bob stole my green rock, so you don't get to see the green rock. Your point taken. This one here, it had bark on it. Ghost Nancy won one. Actually, Georgianne, we had a duck race on my channel just for the first time ever, and Georgianne won one like this, and it had bark all on the outside. And I got in a hurry and I shipped it off to Ghost Nancy, and by the time she got it, all the bark was pretty much falling off. All right, Kraken, thanks for coming in, bud. Well, that too. That's true too. So this one here, I pulled all the bark off, resanded it. I actually pulled the entire thing apart and remounted it, polished the aluminum. And so just getting to your point, Lucky Duck, this one here had one piece of aluminum on it, and it's just, I mean, it had character. It just, nobody bought it, nobody liked it. So I went ahead and we put a little more pizzazz in it. We added some aluminum and everything like that. Cracking anytime. I mean, again, I go live when I feel like going live. I wasn't expecting to go live tonight, but I just want to clear some things up. And freedom of speech on YouTube allows you to do that. You can pretty much say or do whatever you want. Then people are either going to like you or they're not going to like you. So we added some more pizzazz to this one. and polish it up. Now this one only had one on it. This was Easter Island Dude, and we over pizzazzed it. I wanted this thing to look mean, like demons and ghouls and all those. So this is one that I put back together last week, and I featured him this morning on my short. And my friend doesn't like the stick coming out of it, but it is what it is. Bye, Cricket. She's probably already left. So I am going to be shutting this down here pretty quick. Unless you guys want to talk about anything else. Here's another little brass one that I got. I believe this one is for sale. I mean, it is solid brass. And I had it at 300. I was, I'll take 250 if somebody wanted a really nice brass one. If you want it mounted on a piece of wood, I can. If somebody really wanted this, I haven't sold a brass one. My copper sculpture sold for 350, and this one being solid brass. And you guys get a lot of special shit with this. You just don't get the sculpture. If somebody wanted it for 250, I'll sell it for 250 today. Help me get some shipping out and pay the internet. And you get a lot of extras, especially with these heavy brass ones. If you wanted it for 300, I'll throw a wooden base on it, but it'll be a couple weeks. I've got other sculptures that I'm working on right now, and I just want to get those done. Yeah, I do too. And again, if you're really careful with it, of course, it being a stick, I love it. I mean, this thing is just, I love it. It turned out awesome. I like the stick. I was gonna use epoxy on this one. I was gonna take like sticks and have branches come out, like it was like a spider walk in, and then I tried the aluminum, and it just did not work. So this is it. Again, I'm gonna maybe darken up the bottom a little bit. I want the roughness, and that's the way I want this. This one, the stick coming out. I mean, I cannot guarantee that staying there. It's a dry piece of burl wood, and I just left part of the branch on it to add to the look because that's the look that I like, and maybe somebody else out there. So I was gonna put like a hangman's noose, you know, a little hangman, like make it look cool. I might just make one if I'm just bored, and I'll make it like a little noose, and we'll put it on there and see what it looks like. Kind of like Clint Eastwood old Western movie sort of shit. You guys want to see a big one? Yeah, I'll show you a big one. We got this one over here. I was gonna put this other one on there. There's one of the big ones. Oh, my leg doesn't feel good. Aw, Lucky. Talk to me. Email me. We'll work something out, Lucky. I'll send you a nice piece that where you can have on your desk, and you can go to Amazon and get like a little spinner like I got for $15 and put it on there. They actually run on rechargeable batteries too, but mine's just plugged in. I can't afford rechargeable batteries. uh, um, you know, this one's just beautiful. I need to pull it out. Let me see here. Get this other light plugged in. I wasn't gonna do this tonight, but oh well. Sorry, I'm plugging the light in one-handed. Hang on a minute. There, get a little better. But this one here is 60 pounds of aluminum, like I always say. These are fire ant heels. What are the solids in this? This one's solid aluminum. This one here, I'll pull it out. I gotta clean it up, and maybe I'll just get it shipped out. This one's solid. I'm gonna probably end up donating this one to somebody, some kind of benefit, but that's over 40 to 50 pounds right there, and that aluminum, especially with that big base, that's all solid aluminum. And then down here was my very first one that I poured, and I was just blown away. I love it. This one is really, really neat. Came out really awesome. This is my first one, so I didn't know how to pour the base with aluminum. So I got it mounted on a piece of white oak, which I got to totally redo that whole sculpture. There's just not enough time in the day, and I can't just do it. This little tree, if somebody wanted a little tree of mine, that's $100. I just put it out there for the effect. This is one little one that sells for 100. And you just see how much bigger. That's why I got the little one out here, just as a reference. So, the big ones are solid aluminum. I just came across a bunch of aluminum. Here's my 1K party giveaway table, kind of, and people that helped me out. Same, got this coming up. These are some aluminum, extra aluminum pours. We got some Wacky Pack stickers from the 1970s, 80s. Wacky packages. I opened them. I finally opened them. I was like, screw it. I don't care. I'm going to open them. We got one of Cricket's F-bombs. We got a one chip challenge chip. And we got some stuff from Sparkles. And it's about time for me to end this. I just can't wait to hear what everybody's got to say about good old Zed. The guy that gets fakes accounts and goes and says mean things about people. Stupid. But we're going to leave on this note, because this one is just pure beauty. It's a really, really nice ant tray. So we're going to leave this spinning for a minute, and I'll hang out for a few more minutes, and then I'm gone. I said my piece. Buddy Biggs, you can do whatever the hell you want. You're not getting one of my sculptures now. I probably lost a really good friend of mine today because of you. So I don't know what's going to happen, but now I'm pissed because I might lose a really good friend because of you. Over nothing. I didn't do a damn thing to you, buddy. I didn't say anything mean about you. I never have. I never will. Have a good time. Good luck. You're not getting one of my sculptures. Lucky Duck, I am. I mean, I am. He's talking about when I had my account Camel Toe and I went in and I joked around with. That's when I first met Miss Charlie, and I don't know if it upset her or she just didn't know that I was camel toe and she didn't go along with the jokes or what, but that's where I believe it all started, and I don't care. Um, I don't care for Miss Charlie one bit. I'm sorry to say that. Good luck, Miss Charlie. I don't dislike you. I just don't like listening to you. So take it with a grain of salt. Take it however you want. Again, you're going to find different people on YouTube. You're going to find good people. You're going to find mean people. You're going to find your best friend. You're going to find people that want to help. You got people that want to destroy you. It's called social media. It's been going on since the internet started. So, if I see you and I don't like you in a stream, I'm just going to ignore you. I'm not going to say anything. I'm not going to go into anybody else's channel and say anything. I'm not going to start a fight in anybody else's channel. It's not their fucking problem. But you want to show your shit that you did on YouTube like you did today. Oh, I'm calling the cops for scandal, slander, and blah, 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 and bringing everybody down in your channel. Go for it. I don't care. It's your channel. But yeah, I am going to say your name in here. This is my channel. I wanted to clarify my name because I didn't do a single thing wrong. I didn't do anything wrong. I didn't say a bad thing about you. I didn't do shit. I thought you were a friend. I thought he was a friend. I've been working on this sculpture for 4 fucking days for Buddy Biggs because I thought he was a friend. This is going to look way bitching. I'm going to try to get this thing totally done tonight. That way you can see what you could have had. And that's all I got to say about it. Everybody have a good night. Go enjoy yourselves. I'm going to get busy. Thanks for coming. Love y'all.